Hey everyone, I had to work today, so I got out here a little late. However, I do see a lot of pollen coming in some of these hives, which is awesome. We had a day in the 60s today, so I see yellow pollen, and that's what I wanted to show you. Pretty cool. These are the bitches. I call this hive the bitches because I think they're Russian bees. They're a little more aggressive. They're not set with my other hives. Lindsay, this is your queen. Lindsay split a hive, and I took part of it, and I think I got the queen in there last year. And typically I don't get this close to them, but they're not bothering me. I would love for you to see the pollen on her legs. Let me zoom in here. Let me zoom in. Let's see. Hang on. I'm hoping you can see them. Maybe I'll zoom in and take a picture. But there is yellow pollen in the pockets on the back legs of these bees. This is my entrance reducer. I took this off because at 2 o'clock today, well, Tommy took this off because at 2 o'clock today, there were so many bees in here, they couldn't get in or out. And look, one's checking me out right here. Ooh, yeah, one was checking me out, but it didn't bother me. So they're good. If they're not stinging me, that means they're content with the pollen that they're getting, and they have a little honey left because I did store some extra boxes on this one because I knew they would eat through a lot of honey with the amount of bees that I overwintered in here. Now this hive, being Russian bees, are a little more susceptible to the mites. I didn't treat this hive. This is my Lone Ranger hive, I call it. I'm not doing a lot with this. I'm kind of treating it like a wild hive. I'm letting it do its own thing because they were pretty aggressive with me, so I just kind of stuck them on the other side of my field here. But right now they're fine, and that was back in the fall that they were a little more, they didn't like me much. And they're leaving me alone. So it looks like when there's a nectar flow, pollen, they don't bother you much. This is a fun hive. And I may even split them again. Now the thing with Russian bees, from what I understand, is that they're slow to grow in the spring, but in the winter time, they will, not in the winter, but in the fall time, they kind of explode. They have a really good fall crop. So my plan is to collect fall honey from these guys so you can try the fall honey. It's from a different flower. It's not going to be as light and sweet as the spring honey that you've tried. It'll be just a little bit darker. We plant buckwheat, so it could be some buckwheat honey. We'll see what we get, but that's my idea with that hive. And I may, like I said, split it. We'll see what happens with them. I'll make a decision later on. But being out here today, let's see if I can get there's not a lot of activity because I'm late. I'll get it on Thursday and Friday, but there's a little bit. Let's see. This is Manny 2. This is the cutout that we did from Manassas. They're really strong. Oh, here's more. Manny 1. This is the first cutout we did from Manassas. Let's see if we can get some pollen on their legs. We'll wait for one to fly in. I'm hoping you can hear the buzz. And what I smell right now is comb. It's warm outside. I smell a lot of honeycomb sitting beside the hives. That's really cool too. All right, so that's what we have going on today. There'll be more activity when I come out in the early morning or late morning and early afternoon this Thursday and Friday, and I'll give you guys another video. Oh, and so we don't have a creek around here, so we really don't have a water source. So what I do is this. So that's another thing you guys can do. So at your where your guttering is and the water comes down off the house and it goes out away from the house, you can set up something like this and just put some rocks in there for the bees to crawl on so they can drink. They're thirsty right now. They need water. So if you're around a non-water source, this is a great way to do it. Even your bird bath, you can do this. You can see the bees on it right now. They're drinking the water. They're thirsty. So I don't have water, so this is what I do near the hive. I have a horse trough as well that I put cinder blocks in and then put some rocks and bricks. I just threw sticks in there and they are all over that in the spring and summer. So that's another way that I do it to help the bees with the water since I'm not near a pond or creek or lake in my area. So just little things you can do to help them.